Will the Democrats and the mainstream media please stop saying Trump wins in 2024? He's not going to leave the White House in 2028. Okay? Stop. Because we want Trump 2024. And in 2028, we don't want Trump no more because we can't have Trump. You see, because that's the way of America. You get 2 terms. That's it. BP. Please pick Vivek. I see Vivek 2024 being Trump's protector, annihilator of all debates, the man that can speak the policies to the world. And that can carry into 2028. And then we can have Vivek for president in 2028. What do you think of that? That's what I'm thinking. But this guy here on PBD, he don't think it's going to be Vivek. I hope it's Vivek. Come on, Vivek. Let's go.
That's right. So this guy can't run for president.
Yeah.
So it's like, Trump cannot run again. So he's not a threat for you in 2028. So guess what?
One second. Do you understand the people that are voting for Trump? We love America. We about American culture and ways and laws. You get 2 terms and then you gotta go.
Plain manipulative. I'm on my way out anyways. Yeah. Just make sure you're protecting America. We fight together because in 2028, I'll support you. I think that's a big card for him to use.
Well, I agree with that. He wins. And I think it has an immense amount of influence over who he chooses as his vice president. And I think it works against someone like Vivek. And I love Vivek because I think Vivek has too much of a personality and too much of a following and would immediately be seen or perceived as an heir apparent from day one by the media inside the administration. And that's not something Trump would want. So he's looking for someone like a Mike Pence, frankly, who will be a steady Eddie, but maybe not the heir apparent, so that he maintains the ability to bestow who the next leader of the MAGA movement is in 2020. Not that he'll single-handedly be able to do that, but I do think the apprentice style, 2027, who will be my pick? Will be the biggest we've ever seen.
It ain't up to Trump to pick who the next president is.
From the field right now, who do you think Trump would, if you had to guess now, who would it be his VP pick? And for the future, who do you think would be probably running that he would want to see in 2028? Meaning like what Pat's saying, who he would back. What do you think?
I have no idea. I mean, you have no clue. I think JD Vance has got a strong shot. I think Tim Scott has a strong shot. I like Tulsi Gabbard. I'd love to see him make a play like that. She's also probably unlikely to be the Republican standard bearer in 2028, which makes it, I think, and she has an ability to reach out to non-traditional Republican constituencies. And I think she's red-pilled pretty solidly from where she was.
Yeah.
She'd be interesting as far as who in 2028.
Because you're talking about Vivek. Yeah, I mean, non-junior football, and that we could have a model.
You're saying 2028?
2028. It may not necessarily at all be a name we're thinking about right now.
That's what I was about to say. So for me, I think the number 1 draft pick on my list is Vivek. If America can get past him being Hindu, that's going to be the only thing. And a lot of people have said that, so it's not like I'm saying anything people haven't said. But I also think outside of him, the VP is going to be obviously like Mike Pence was on the list, even though Mike's not going to win. But Mike was on the list. He is a person that you would have thought as a person running. I
got to pause. I'm sorry. This is new. We in new times now. This ain't about politics. This is about what the people want. We want Vivek. Okay? I'm telling you. And if they don't know it, they'll find out when he becomes the VP.
4 years is a long time, bro. I think the next 4 years, some major superstars are going to be born. Climate's going to change. People are going to come up. There's going to be a lot of weird things happen next 4 years. And all of a sudden, you're going to be like, who is he? Who is she? For example, a year ago, Tucker gets fired. Do you remember when Tucker got fired and Tucker went to Twitter and he was doing a show on X, and then Elon was retweeting all of it, and one of the interviews I think he did got 400 million views on Twitter or whatever it was, like all these things that happened. And his first comeback video was just bonkers that he's going on X. Okay, I said a year ago, there's an alliance being built between Tucker, between Musk, and between Trump. I said this a year ago, and I painted this picture. This was in April of last year when I said this. And there's no way, no, Ilana's going to be more DeSantis. Okay, cool. Because he had him on the, what do you call it? The first
The
four
spaces,
places.
yeah.
I think this guy, Tucker, loves America. I think he is so capable of getting under the skin of his opponents. I think he's smart, witty, sarcastic, sharp, funny, but vicious enough that he can get down and dirty with you because you need to have a level of viciousness. You just do it. This game is nasty. You're not going to go in and people are going to offend you. You're going to honey,
Imagine
did
it's
you
Dana
hear what
White.
they said, babe? You can't play that game. I think Tucker will play
Dana White
and
for
do it. I just
VP.
don't know if he wants to do it.
Yeah.
If he does want to do it,
With Vivek.
he's on the list of a top 3 on my list for 2028. And I think he is ridiculously formidable. And I think he may be just as entertaining, if not in a different way, more entertaining, if this guy decides to do it in 2028. What do you think, Tom? You spent some time with him. You and him got along really well. You and him had some really good conversations. He enjoyed talking to you. What do you think about this?
I happen to think that exactly what you say. Vivek is the formidable, and I think more than formidable, he's capable. He's intellectual, he's broad, and he's deep on certain issues. And I believe that he's going to be there. I also believe 4 more years, in America, we're going to start realizing all of the things that we have been so slow to realize. When Nixon and Kennedy were up against each other, we were there. You can go back and read the articles that were in Life magazine. And Life magazine, like Walter Cronkite, was like this beacon of thought coming from the media that America basically trusted. Are we ready for a Roman Catholic president with Kennedy? That was one of the. Is Kennedy have enough experience? Is he too young? And then he was elected. And America goes through these moments of kind of getting through these things. And I think he's formidable. I think he's ready. I think he's, I would love to see him in 2028. And I'd love to see him have a very, very strong play right now. I'd love to see him as a VP.
Can I throw you a curveball? This might not be very popular on the podcast, but there's still a chance that Trump doesn't win in 2024. There's a chance. I mean, if you look on Vegas odds,
Sure.
okay.
Yeah.
And
Everybody's
some people in the chat are like, "What are you talking about?" Like, there's a chance.
Yeah, there's
I
a
think
chance.
Trump is even money, and Biden is, I think, 11 to 10, so 110. But yeah, there it is. It's not far off, guys. But if somehow Joe Biden makes it to the debate stage, somehow Joe Biden makes it to the presidential suite again, I could see Trump running again in 2028, because that's an option out there, guys. Putting that out there into the atmosphere. Let's see what happens with that. We'll see. I still think he's the favorite. Number 2, you said that Donald Trump Jr. would be a likely candidate, what have you. I don't think he's going to choose for VP. Trust me, if Trump could have Donald Trump Jr. as the next candidate in 2028, he would pick him over. Why? Because Trump's all about loyalty. Trump, he's loyal to his name and his brand and his family. He's not loyal to Vivek. He's not loyal to Pence. He's not loyal to Tucker. So if he could anoint somebody, I would assume it's someone with the last name Trump. Now, as far as VPs this year or whoever would be, I fully agree that Vivek is a #1 draft pick.
Oh, first time
This
you
might
ever said
be
something good.
controversial. I actually don't think it's Tucker. I'm probably going to get scorched in the chat. I think Tucker is smart, but corny as all hell. That laugh of his, dude. Remember when Ron DeSantis did his laugh, and everyone's like, "Dude, that's it." He was done. Dean ran for president. He gave one yell like.
Let me tell you what.
I just think Tucker ain't that dude.
Let me tell you.
I have a scream speech.
Yeah, but let me tell you the difference, Rex. You can say all that you want. Guess what? Billions of views will disagree with you, but they like to see it. This guy, nobody gives a shit what he says if he started a podcast.
Oh, I'm not saying that Tucker's a lightweight or anything like that.
Hang on a second.
Okay.
If you're going to make your argument,
Sure.
let me tell you why. That you're an element of why people do good on social media. I have a model. We've talked about this together before when we had dinner at Talent Dinner. One of it is a level of depth of knowledge, or how deep you can go, right? Okay. The other one is what? Personality. Personality is both attractive or interesting. It doesn't have to be just attractive. it can be a personality where like, I have no clue what the hell this guy's going to say next. That still garners a lot of eyeballs,
sure.
right? That Tucker has, which is undisputable. But these guys here, if Ron DeSantis started a podcast, it would not be a top 100,000 podcast. Not be, I mean, obviously it would be a top 100, top 1,000 podcast, but point being, he doesn't have
He's
the
a policy
personality.
guy,
He's
not
a
a
policy. It's
personality.
different. Vault Conference is a conference we do once a year. This is
Oh
our
my
5th
God.
official Vault.
Let it be Vivek. I'm tired of the politicians, you know? I just want someone who's going to say what he thinks. I don't even care if I even agree with it, really. I just need to know that he's being honest, what he thinks. And Vivek, I think he's the one. Come on, Trump. Come on, Trump. You're right with that.